I've always wanted to use my skills as a real estate lawyer in a different capacity to try to do something new for me and new for the community and help someone in need. I've been looking for a long time because I'm a transactional lawyer working in-house. It wasn't an easy thing to find. So I was really pleased to find the Foreclosure Intervention Project, which provided excellent training, forms, and really great support from the director. And I ended up helping someone who was really in need. She had 2 mortgage loans that were in default. She was really in danger of losing her home. And I was able to help her, with Lynn's help, to modify her first loan and then actually get a discounted payoff on her second loan. So it was a very rewarding experience, and this home was not just for her, but for her extended family. She had her ailing parents, her grandson who's autistic, and her disabled husband all living under this home. So it was a very rewarding experience to be able to help her. I think it's important to find the right match. I've always been interested in real estate and homes. So it's best, I think, to find something that you're going to feel passionate about.
I've been a practicing lawyer now for 40 years, and that takes me back to 1974. And I've been involved in some sort of pro bono projects from the very outset. Not only are we doing a great thing on a pro bono basis, but we're getting a terrific learning experience at the same time. The City Bar Justice Center, the New York City Bar generally, participates in a program in the Southern District of New York and Eastern District of New York bankruptcy courts, in which the bankruptcy judges, when they see a pro se debtor in over their head on some matter that they just can't handle on their own, such as attempting to obtain a discharge of a student loan, they send them to the New York City Bar and tell them that they will be able to find a lawyer, hopefully there, who will represent them on a pro bono basis. And I'm on a list of volunteer lawyers who are willing to take up that charge.
I became interested in the Veterans Assistance Project primarily because of my dad. He served in the Army Air Corps in World War II. He flew 35 missions over Germany, and then he came back and carried on with his life. He didn't really talk about it much until my own kids got older, and he started telling them a lot more about it. And I realized then how much of an effect his time in the service had had on his life. When I started coming to the Veterans Assistance Project clinics, I noticed that the veterans there really shared a similar quality. They had tremendous pride in what they had done, but these veterans at the clinic were really struggling, and they are just the tip of the iceberg. They have all kinds of problems, from legal problems to medical problems to health issues. And for me to be able to sit across the table from them and help them with my own legal experience to navigate the Veterans Affairs system, to help attain a discharge upgrade or whatever the issue may be, is tremendously satisfying, both personally and professionally.
It was an effort to work with a different kind of client from my corporate practice. So instead of working with in-house counsel, to be working with a person who's injured or needs help. Working with the City Bar has been a unique experience because you're really supported by the staff here, and you never feel like you're without guidance and help whenever you run into trouble. Because often you're working in an area that you don't practice in. So for me, I'm a litigator, a corporate litigator, and at the City Bar, I'm working with homeless women, basically. And whenever I get stuck on something, I can always call somebody at the City Bar to help me out so that we give the best representation possible to our clients. So it's a unique place to do pro bono, and one that's great. The other added bonus, of course, is that you get CLE credit from the City Bar, so that's also excellent.
I think pro bono work is very important. There's a whole large segment of the society that frankly is underserved because they may not have the resources to be able to pay for legal services that they need. So there's a really real unfulfilled need and that's what got me interested in pro bono. The City Bar Justice Center has been tremendous. They're very clear on their needs, and they're very responsive and ask great questions, and they respond to my questions very quickly. And also, when I first became involved with the center, I came for some training. It was a few-hour training, and that was very, very helpful to me, and that's what jump-started my involvement with the organization.
And so that's the way I look at this. Like, why not? Why not? That's the answer. I mean, you know, we can do it. We're able to do it. People reach out. There are wonderful people out there, wonderful organizations that need help. So why not? That's the answer, at least my answer. The clients that we worked with were just wonderful people, wonderful, just nice people who had needs that we could help satisfy. So I enjoyed working with them, and I particularly enjoyed working with the staff of the City Bar Justice Center because they were so knowledgeable.
It's really exciting to have a chance to do something that's a little bit different, you know, where you can get a little bit more hands-on involvement and also feel like you're really making a difference in someone's life. I think the work that I did for City Bar was the most nerve-wracking because I cared the most about it. And so at the end of the day, I felt the best about it too.
There isn't really any other program out there to help low-income New Yorkers in need of estate administration. So the idea of partnering with the City Bar Justice Center when PELP was created just seemed like a natural fit.
About 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and when I came back after treatment, I made a more active effort to get involved in doing pro bono work and chose to find an area where I could help cancer patients, either with insurance issues or in drafting wills and taking care of healthcare proxies. And through our pro bono coordinator, she was able to introduce us to the City Bar Justice Center and their cancer advocacy program. And I've been doing the training through them and been doing wills and healthcare proxies and working with clients through the center for about 5 or 6 years now. The City Bar Justice Center has made it really easy to do pro bono. The area of cancer law advocacy work was not something I was trained in by area of specialization in law, and they came to our law firm and did a training program for those of us who didn't really remember how to do wills and other things from law school, and gave us training booklets and answered questions if we had them. And what's really nice is that because they get referrals and they basically send emails out to the volunteers who are involved in the program, it makes it very easy to find cases and to take cases on that are able to be met with my work schedule, because I have a very hectic schedule. So they've made it really easy to kind of enable me to do something that I like and that's beneficial to them as well.